How's it going, everyone? I'm Isle, and it's Saturday StarCraft time with some professional StarCraft 2 matches. Today, it's a bit of an older replay, but I don't know how this one slipped past me. I'm really keen for this game, because there's two really awesome players. The map is Grezvan, and first of all, we have our Terran player from South Korea, one of my favorites, and I haven't casted him in a long time. It's GuMiho. His opponent on the other side, one of the absolute best Protosses in the world, and definitely in Europe. He is from Denmark. It's MaxPax. So this one should be really good. These two players both really awesome, and MaxPax not so tricky anymore. When he started out, he was very much about tricky builds and cheeses, and very exciting to watch, very fun. But he's refined his Protoss play so much that it's actually just top quality Protoss. Now GuMiho, very good Terran player, but he likes to do things differently, which is one of the reasons why I think he's so super popular. His playstyle is exciting, and yeah, we'll see if he's got any tricks up his sleeve for the Protoss player. MaxPax doesn't have to rely on tricks anymore. He's actually gotten so good in such a short amount of time that he can just play normal against everyone, and for the most part kind of does really well. The openers so far: Stalker, Nexus on the low ground here. GuMiho's gone for Factory before going for his command center. He's also got a Reaper out, just popping around, having a look, making sure that MaxPax isn't up to anything funny, which... there's a Zealot. Thought it might have been a probe. Okay, so MaxPax makes a Zealot just to go see if he can do something. Also good to get a little bit of scouting information in. Stalker's going to move across as well, while the Stargate is building at home. Most probably going to be Oracles. We have Reapers coming up for GuMiho, along with some Hellions. So nice mobile early game army for GuMiho, so that he can pop in, maybe see if he can get any work done. But he's got to keep this Stalker and this Zealot at bay first. MaxPax's gonna try his best to delay this command center. So far doing a decent job, but there comes the reinforcements. So a couple more Reapers and two more, well, another Hellion. Yeah, seems to be pretty solid hold. The SCV did not go down, which is really good. Means the command center is going to finish with minimal delay. Just a touch. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, nice little micro there from MaxPax, picking up the Hellion. And GuMiho's turn. It's actually going to be Phoenixes, so it's probably going to be a Phoenix Colossus play, which is very strong, especially if you can micro them well. That Hellion went down for free. Reaper goes down, gets a worker. The other one has been picked up. Nothing is able to shoot up to get rid of it, so it is going to move this way. I don't know if that was the best move, but I guess Reapers are quicker than... yeah, there's a shield battery here, so... never mind. That was the right move. Micro seems pretty solid here from MaxPax. And that Reaper is not going to get out because the Shades should get to it. There we go. Yeah, it is a Robo follow-up, so I am anticipating to see a couple of... ooh, 4 Marines and a tank. A couple of Colossus coming out as soon as the Robo Bay finishes up. We have Banshees coming out. I almost said Hellions. It's like, well, no, it's not. Now this is an interesting attack. Yeah, here comes in the tank, and at this stage, I mean, now Phoenix is out, which is nice, but not... yeah, the Phoenix is gonna lift the tank. Another one comes out. The Marines targeting down the Phoenixes to try to get the tank to be dropped again. And now everything's gonna move underneath the tank. Oh, it does get a good shot off on those probes. That's 8 probes going down, actually. The Medevac's not gonna make it out. And the Marines, they're going to be taken care of. Nice little aggressive move there by GuMiho. 9 workers is actually very decent. Yeah. Puts him level, pretty much, in terms of the worker count. And now he's able to get his 3rd up before MaxPax. I mean, MaxPax is going to go for it now, but that is a good start from GuMiho. He's actually building on location as well. Yeah, very nice. There comes the Robo Bay. Some observers coming out. Okay. It's not tragic. I mean, it's a lot of losses. It does slow down MaxPax's economy a little bit, but he's going to make his 3rd now, and then he should be able to get units out nice and quick. Raven also coming up, a bunch of barracks as a follow-up. Still making tanks is GuMiho. Mostly I'm assuming just for defensive or slow pushes. I doubt he's going to make too many before switching into something like Widow Mines. Ooh, the Banshee's coming through. Cloaks from very far away, but make sure that it is not spotted. Again, there are observers out, but it's going to depend if they're in the right place. Alright, never mind. Banshee's going all over the show. Yeah, the Banshee choice is a little bit tricky against the... Ooh, be careful that you don't run out of energy just above the Stalkers. Banshee's an interesting choice against a Protoss player that's going Phoenixes because... Yeah, he sees it. The Phoenixes can get rid of them. And... Yeah. That Banshee goes down without any workers. That is not a good trade. Banshees are expensive. They cost a lot of gas. And unless you've got 2, they cannot one-shot probes. Especially when that shield battery is busy getting their shields up. Second one's going to move across, but again, I don't know how much it's going to get done. Okay, MaxPax is doing a good job, yeah. Phoenix is coming in, just popping a couple of SCVs. Phoenix production has stopped. Sorry, I was hearing voices. First Colossus is out, extended thermal lance coming. We have Stimpack, combat shields, and whoa, actually got all, yeah, all 3. That's 3 tech labs. So it's going to be a lot of marauders because we're getting concussive shells at the same time. Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. Oh, those Widow Mines doing so much damage. Eek. How many? They got rid of 2 there? Yeah, 2 Phoenixes. Placement of the Widow Mines that were over here. Very, very solid. I might have been scrolling a little bit slow, but you get the point. Ghost Academy coming up. I like this. Nice early transition. Oh! Sniping the Raven. Really good work there from MaxPax. Getting some good value out of those Phoenixes. Ooh. Big army coming up. But yeah, the Widow Mines are going to be very nice. Very good getting those Widow Mines out. Templar Archives coming up. No, not Templar Archives. Twilight Council. That one. Protoss building. And a ton of gates. That's 6 gateways coming out. Protoss definitely planning on getting on the offensive pretty soon. The Ghosts coming out nice and early is very good. Ghosts obviously in this matchup are so strong. GuMiho's flying his medevac with 4 Widow Mines to the wrong side of the map. What's the plan, yeah? Are you going to use them for defense? Maybe, I don't know, maybe he rallied them and he just misrallied a little bit? I have no idea. Siege tanks. Oh, gotta be careful with those tanks. A little bit. Oh, good force field there, picking off that tank. Yeah, GuMiho's movement here is a little bit off. Templar Archives did just finish up. Charge is also halfway done or so. Okay, good. Gets the Observer. Now we're seeing High Templar. That's going to be for Archons. I don't necessarily like the Archons against the Ghosts. Yeah, if a Ghost gets an EMP off, the Archon just dies instantly. Anyway, we're in the 10-minute mark, well into the mid-game, moving slowly to the late game now. And yeah, so far, these two are pretty evenly matched. Work account's very similar. Upgrades. Ooh, upgrades actually nicely in the lead. Yeah, for GuMiho. Sorry, I'm sitting here staring at nothing. One Marine gets absolutely melted. And now we're going for Disruptors. I think Disruptors is always a safe option. Yeah, it's able to get in that splash damage, get in big hits if the Terran player is not paying attention. Look at this Zealot. Nice try. Nice try, Zealot. But yeah, the Zealot run-bys are set up. So we're going to see what MaxPax can make from that. GuMiho's also going into Liberator, so he's really setting himself up with kind of the ultimate Terran army. Ghosts and Marauders, Vikings, Liberators. GuMiho's really anticipating where this game is going quite well. I think he's playing very well. I think GuMiho's really playing a good game over here. Remember, MaxPax is no pushover, so this is a tough game. I mean, MaxPax is ranked higher. Look at this Zealot. Doing some good work once again, but a Marauder and a couple of Marines are there. Oh, here comes more Zealots. Okay, at the same time, Zealot run by on the other side. The reinforcements are trying to deal with it, but here we go. GuMiho is going to be pushing into this bottom side. Gets the EMP down, but he does not want to fight into the battery overcharge. Big disruptor hit. GuMiho looks away from his army for a couple of seconds and yeah. He loses a bunch of Marauders over there. 14 SCVs went down to the Zealot run-by on both sides. That's actually really good. A couple of EMPs, they don't really get too much work done. These are difficult armies to control. Okay, they're a nice EMP. But the Disruptors makes it hard for Terran to push in. Yeah, like this. Oh, that's painful. That's even left me speechless. GuMiho a little bit indecisive over there. He really needs his Liberators to be on the front lines here helping. But they're all at home, so Zealot's just gonna avoid going underneath them. The rest of the army is here to help to defend the run-by. Pretty solid work there from GuMiho. But yeah, he needs to get those Liberators in. He's getting Liberator range, which I think is a very good upgrade for him. We do have the Fleet Beacon now, as well as a Dark Shrine, so MaxPax starting to tech up into that late game army as well. Going into 14 minutes. There we go. Gotta be careful with the siege up here. Gotta be careful of attacking into that siege position. MaxPax just skirting the Liberator range there. He has so much splash damage in this army. GuMiho needs to be careful because if he makes one wrong move, his entire army will get blown to smithereens. But here we go, big engagement coming up. Shield battery is shield overcharge. GuMiho dodges the first disruption over, doing well. Liberators so far being picked off. There's only one left. But now, GuMiho's going to push into the natural. His army is very low. He's been doing some serious stimming here. Not enough medevacs to pick them all up and get out of there. So some of that Terran army will be lost. Supplies somehow still very even. Woo. Yeah, that's another Liberator. At the same time, drop over this side. That's 12 probes going down. The work account very similar, 71 to 75 here. This base is taken care of, so that drop actually a very good idea. MaxPax is now taking into full-on Sky Toss, going 3 carriers at a time with the air upgrades. GuMiho's going to have to see this because Liberators are not going to be that useful against the carriers. He's going to want to go back into Viking production. And a ton of Marines. Whew. Upgrades looking very good. +1, +2 for Protoss, +2, +2 for Terran. And +1 air or air weapons for Terran. +1 air is finishing up for Protoss right now. 21 probes going down, thanks to this Liberator. Oh, that range makes it so hard to deal with. But here comes the carriers. GuMiho's gonna know that they're out. Let's see if he's gonna switch anything up. No, he's continuing with Liberator production. Oh, this is a difficult position here. Yeah, these Liberators absolutely zoning everything, and GuMiho can now. Okay, he picks up some of them. He can now start moving his Liberators slowly forward. The carriers, I mean, they're gonna try, but oh, be careful, GuMiho, those disruptors. God, this base is going to be in a lot of trouble. MaxPax is going to struggle to engage into this. He's trying to be very slow, but every time those units move in, the Liberators do some serious damage. GuMiho's eyes are on his army. He's not really taking too much damage from the disruptors. Tempest coming out, that's a very good counter to all of these Liberators, but this base is down. GuMiho pushing in with this attack and doing exactly what he needs to. He is also now capped out on supply. Getting nukes up. GuMiho's actually getting himself into a really good position over here. MaxPax is going to have to be creative to get out of this because, yeah, now GuMiho can send a portion of his army down there. The Liberators are just going to inch forward. There are Tempests out now, and they're going to slowly start working on those Liberators. But at the same time, this base at the bottom is starting to fall. And pretty soon, it's going to be 2 base Protoss against 5 base Terran. I mean, there is probes. I thought it was Zealots. There's nothing on the other side of the map. Bunch of Marines are going here. They're getting rid of a lot of probes. That's 29, 30 probes so far. This is a big Protoss army, though. Don't underestimate the power of these carriers. So when it comes to one big engagement, MaxPax could still be in a very good position. Now slowly the Liberators are dealt with, but GuMiho has dealt the damage. He's knocked them back to, I say 2 bases, but it's essentially half a mining base. 6. Alright. MaxPax with 101 army supply, he's gonna have to do an all-out attack. This has become an all-in. These overstimmed Marines are pushing in here, and more damage is going to be dealt. That's actually turning the Protoss army around for the cost of a couple of Marines. A whole ton of probes going down once again. This is buying time for GuMiho. He's getting Vikings out. He's getting Ghosts out. GuMiho is going to be in a really good position over here. The economy of MaxPax is absolutely shattered. I love the mass Liberator player. Now the Liberator is going to be able to help get rid of, or at least zone out those disruptors. And once these interceptors start falling, MaxPax doesn't really have an economy behind it to replace them, so he's got to be super careful with his carriers. He's getting a lot of damage here, but I don't think it matters this much. GuMiho would be happy to lose this because he still has at least 2 mining bases. I mean, this one's pretty empty. This one's okay. He actually still has some space left here. GG is called. GuMiho just able to bleed out, and MaxPax realizing that he can't take the win over there. Wow, what a good game from GuMiho. Really decisive move in there with the Liberators, and that earns him a victory. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more StarCraft 2 content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.